team going into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Smith dropping to pass. Taking a shot on the first play. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Snagged in the middle. It's small.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. This offense has it with really good field position. On the run, it's Robinson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Touchdown, Washington. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And the point after is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. Takes the handoff. It's Payne. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Smith wants to throw. He's got an open man. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Beebe.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Makes the grab. It's James. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
The Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And some room to work. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Horned Frogs are on the move.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Payne. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Smith dropping to pass. Makes the grab. It's James. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
And the Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Payne. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Horned Frogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Gets it out fast. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down.
brings up 4th and goal.
Smith wants to throw. Rushes on him. Gets rid of it. Wide out trying to get it in. No, sir. They strung it out enough. He tried to pick his way through, but just not enough running room, and the defense with a stand. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far.
TCU 0.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Rides the back on the option to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Quickly complete. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. I know some teams have an aversion to punting. It's sort of the new wave of football. But giving the other team this kind of chance, that's just not smart. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that was a play call the coordinator had in his back pocket. He was hoping his defense would get the stop on 4th down. They did. There was no question. He was telling his quarterback, if we take the field, we're taking a shot. You know who you're throwing it to. What a great job of having a shot play ready to go, and it pays off.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
And the first meeting between Iowa and Iowa State happened back in 1894, but they only awarded the actual Cy-Hawk Trophy since 1977. Here's how today's game went down. Iowa State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory, and that's really the standard there in Ames. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. Here comes the heat. It's caught. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. The Huskies racing to the line in the hurry-up. The give on the option. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to take a shot. It's caught. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. And the Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. These corners going to give them some space. Can't get him to the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Finds a little space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
With the catch, it's Payne. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Makes the catch. It's Baker. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the wideout. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Looking for more room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Huskies. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
TCU 7.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Payne. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. Grab near the marker. It's small. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Smith wants to throw. That's caught. It's small. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's small. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That's caught. It's James. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick out a fresh set of downs. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Got the quick pass. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught on the outside. It's James.
That's a nice catch, and it's a good job staying in balance. If a quarterback would just give him a little bit more room, maybe have a little bit more space to make a play. Instead, no gain.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Smith dropping to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away. He's going to take off. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Horned Frogs are threatening in the red zone. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Baker. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
That play had 6 written all over it, but he drops it in the end zone. Bad break for the offense.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. He might want another play. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. He's got it. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You thrown the completion and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Touchdown, TCU! Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half, when you got to have it. Execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Washington right back to the line. Williams will pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. They'll run the toss. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Williams looking for a man. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Fires on the move. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Wide receivers, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right there.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Pulls it in. It's small. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. To the air on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
Offense facing 4th down.
They'll move the tight end. On 4th down, going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Baker. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams will pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Touchdown, Huskies! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Caught over the middle. It's Baker. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Catch in the middle. It's Baker. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He caught it! Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Horned Frogs started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCLA is down right now inside the Rose Bowl, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Pasadena today. They're trailing by 13 to Auburn. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Trying to get the corner. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
He runs out of bounds at the 26. That's a first down for the offense.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run that runs some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Williams looking for a man. Got a man. It's Lawson. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Direct snap. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Williams. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the tailback. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's going to run it inside the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Huskies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He breaks a tackle. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Keeps looking downfield. On the move, he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Smith wants to throw. Got his man quickly. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. The Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Finds his man. It's small. And he's brought down after a nice gain. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw it. Looking left. Wide open downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Zings it complete to the right.
That's another first down. TCU.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Now from inside the red zone. Still looking on the move. Slings it downfield. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
Punch it out of the air. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Smith dropping to pass. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Lining up for the PAT. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. These corners going to give these receivers some space. They want that clock to run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game right at the end.